history in 2007 in Osaka, becoming the first ever to win the 1500 and 5,000 meter double. And Bernard, you had a great time in Osaka. I know you want to do the same thing here. Tell us about your conditioning and health leading into the championship.
Thank you very much. Yes, I'm really honored to be here again in Berlin for these World Championships. I'm really excited that it's going to start tomorrow. I've been waiting for a long time, especially after having last year we didn't go really well. So I'm really excited that everything is going well. My training has been going great. I can train really 100% now, and I feel like I'm 100% where I'm supposed to be. And anyways, I know that last year we were sitting in Beijing and we were talking about how excited I was and how ready I was 100%. But what? I mean, at that time, really I wasn't 100%. But to be honest with you, sometimes my dad told me one time, when you go to a battle, you cannot tell your enemies, I can't see my eyes, I can't really see them. They can come and attack you right away. They don't have to hide. So I didn't want to say too much last time, but to be honest with you guys, I'm really feeling excited this time. I mean, yeah, I mean, I've been able to train. My competition have been going well, so I hope, I can't wait to start tomorrow and try to do what I did in Osaka. Thank you, Larry. The reason why I did those 800, 1,000, and so those were actually good for me because I've been early in the season. I was training on like long distance stuff. I was doing more normally mile stuff, and I had never really had a good competition just to make me get to the next level in terms of my fitness. And so I was doing those purely for fitness purposes, and of course it led me to show me another side of the 800-meter run. And so for that, there's a lot of tactical things that go into 800, and I was trying to learn just in case something like that happens in the 15.
What import the idea of running here, where Jesse Owens made history, and the import of having his initials, especially uniform, what that means to each and every one of you? If I can ask each of you to say something, that would be great, please.
First of all, I'm really honored that I'm in a U.S. team, and I'm so excited that I'm going to be running in the same stadium that Jesse Owens did an amazing job in 1936. And so for me, Jesse Owens, as I look at it, is that he opened a lot of doors, not only for the U.S. athletes, but also for the whole world, for all spheres of the world. And that is why it's a great message that we are coming here to celebrate his life. And it's going to be feeling really good for me wearing that uniform that has the J-O on it. And I know that what he had to go through was hard, and he was able to focus and train and be a champion through a lot of adversities in life. And so that's the message that Jesse Owens would like us to remember for, and we have to work hard. And whenever we win, if I win, that is like giving back to the great legend.
The duel over 100 meters. Do you guys feel like a warm-up act for the Rolling Stones? Everybody else feel like, it's so much attention on the 9 seconds at the beginning and the 19 seconds at the end that looks like almost everybody else is not really getting noticed.
You're talking about like in a race?
Well, no, because while the other athletes feel like you're on 99% of the attention is on Gay and Bolt, and does everybody else feel like you're the warm-up act for them?
Oh, that's true. I mean, because when we are going to, I don't know if I'm getting it really, but I'm sorry. But I guess for us when we get in there, we will be first rounds from 6 o'clock, and then those guys will be following us. And so, who comes first? I'm sorry.
I guess it's more like you feel like you're second fiddle to them, or that everything.
Oh no, not at all. I feel like people will be 1500. Everybody knows about it. It's very popular. And of course we have German athlete Carsten Schlangen, who is going to be running in there. So we'll be feeling like we have the crowd over here. And we don't forget the 3 Kenyans who are here are very, very strong guys. So everybody's going to be watching. They'll be waiting for it. So while everybody is still talking about the 100, they will actually be focusing also on the long stuff, the 1500. So we
year after Olympics, people in the general public will look at this and remember Beijing.
Yes.
And sort of look at this championships through that filter. How motivating is it for you this year to have sort of frustration of Beijing behind you, or do you not look at things that way?
No, actually, I try to look at it really in like that. I always have to not forget Beijing, because if I forget Beijing, it's like I'm not really realistic again about myself. But then I received Beijing as, it was the biggest disappointment in my life. I trained well, I wanted to win, and I was focused entirely, 100%. But then I got injured, and that is like, it happens at the wrong time. And there were so many frustrations leading into the games. And then afterwards, it took a while also to realize that, though, I didn't get it. So I did not do well. And everybody knows that. And a lot of people now know Bernard did not get to the finals in the 15, but they don't know why. But I spent like almost a lot of time explaining why it happened, that I've actually stopped and actually focused on myself. What can I do to get up from there and continue? Because I had a problem with my Achilles. So now I've been able to train well. I took my time off, my Achilles healed very well, and now I can train, no problem, no sickness, and I'm ready.
Will winning here help you to forget the problems, or is it still going to have to be London that helps you forget?
Actually, as a matter of fact, I don't even remember those problems, but it was a building, I had to build based on that disappointment, but just basically turning it into a positive thing, and so I was able to concentrate, and of course, if I win here, one, it will send a message that, well, indeed, this guy was hurt in 2008, but then look, he actually got a medal. But then to myself, I feel like, wow, my hard work is paying off. And look, I was able to do this, no injury, no sickness. And what could have happened really if I didn't have this kind of stuff in Beijing? But again, I don't want to go back, but I always have to build on it in a good way as well.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.